Page 28. Visiting an Arid Conservatory. The boys and girls walked to the conservatory that housed plants from an arid climate. When they stepped inside, the air felt very dry. Lots of sand and different kinds of cactuses were in the Arid Conservatory. Little rain falls in an arid climate, said the guide. Whenever there is a big rain, cactuses drink up a great amount of water to use during the dry months when there is no rain. Come this way, and we will watch a presentation about a most unusual cactus, the yucca plant. The yucca plant and a certain moth are a great help to each other, so we are not surprised that this moth is called a yucca moth. The yucca plant lives in the desert. When it blooms, its white flowers open at night, and the yucca moth flies to the blooming yucca flower to get pollen. The yucca moth shapes the pollen into a ball bigger than its head. Then it carries the pollen to another yucca flower. In this way, a yucca moth helps a yucca plant grow seeds for new plants. The yucca plant also helps the moth. The yucca moth lays her eggs inside the yucca plant where they hatch into caterpillars. Soon the caterpillars need to leave the yucca plant. Like a spider, each caterpillar spins a thread and climbs down the thread to get to the ground. When the caterpillar reaches the ground, it digs down into the ground and stays there about a year. During that time, it slowly turns into a moth. The yucca moth begins its life as a caterpillar inside the yucca plant. The yucca plant needs the yucca moth to bring it pollen. The yucca moth needs the yucca plant as a place to lay her eggs. If God had not made the yucca moth soon after He made the yucca plant, we would not have either the yucca plant or the yucca moth. God is very creative in all He does.